In Florence, Italy, stands the most famous statue in the world. A 17-foot-tall marble masterpiece of strength and beauty that has captivated audiences for over 500 years. This is Michelangelo's David. First, it depicts David before his famous battle. Unlike other artists who showed David after he had defeated the giant Goliath, Michelangelo chose to depict him in the tense moments before the fight, alert and ready for battle, with the slingshot over his shoulder. Next, it was carved from a flawed block of marble. The enormous block of Carrara marble that became David had been worked on by 2 other sculptors and then abandoned for 25 years because it was considered too difficult and flawed to work with. Michelangelo was the only one brave enough to take on the challenge. The statue's right hand is disproportionately large. Michelangelo deliberately made David's right hand and head slightly larger than the rest of his body. This was to emphasize the source of his power, his mind and his slingshot hand. It was meant to be viewed from below. A single, perfect statue is a wonder of human art, but our next is a wonder of natural art and geology, a geothermal spa famous for its milky blue water. Next time, we take a dip in Iceland's Blue Lagoon. To feel the warmth, make sure you're subscribed. It was originally intended to be placed on a cathedral roof. The statue of David was commissioned to be one of a series of statues to be placed high up on the buttresses of the Florence Cathedral. But when it was completed, it was considered so beautiful that a committee decided to place it in a more prominent public square instead. Finally, a copy now stands in the original location. The original statue of David stood outdoors for over 350 years before being moved into the Galleria dell'Accademia in 1873 to protect it from damage. A replica now stands in its place in the Piazza della Signoria. Let's see if your knowledge is rock solid. Michelangelo's statue depicts David at what point in his battle with Goliath? What was wrong with the block of marble that Michelangelo used? Why are the statue's right hand and head proportionally larger than the rest of its body? Let me know your answers in the comments.